The AI companion that I recorded yesterday got so much stuff wrong.
Oh, really? I didn't
Yeah,
read it.
it wasn't even worth sending it to you. It got so much stuff wrong.
Really?
I was like, what is it even talking about?
Oh,
So, makes me feel good. It makes me feel so great when AI gets stuff wrong. I
yeah.
know it's not going to be that way for very long, but humans are still better a little bit. Yeesh.
Hmm. Yeah, it's
I can't
ironically
stand when
amazing.
I can't stand when I hear when I read something and I'm like, it's obviously AI because all this information is wrong. And
Wow.
also, I know exactly what AI sounds like, and I can two sentences and I can tell if it's AI or not.
Yeah. Yeah. I was just saying it's ironically not ironic. Ironically, it's incredibly accurate often. Like
Mm-hmm.
our stuff, it summates it sometimes better than we. Well, not some like way better than I could. Way quicker than I could. That's why
Mm-hmm.
it's good.
But this one yesterday was a mess.
Dang.
I was like, it's making up movies that we were talking about. It's making up
Dang.
points we were making.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good for a
Yep.
little
Made me
while.
feel really good.
Sweet.
Okay. I'm
All right.
ready. I've got my I've got my what is it called? Cold open all set.
Got a cold open. Got a one sheet.
I even have the noise ready.
Oh, oh, dude, I need from yesterday's episode. You played a clip from last year's one word episode. I need that.
Okay, you're right. I didn't send that to you yet.
Don't you don't need to send me the whole audio if you just want me to send the clip. Or
I don't know how to send the clip
okay,
because
great.
I played it and stopped it in a weird
Ah,
place.
okay, great.
You know
No
what I mean?
problem.
I just played it right off of the podcast episode.
Like from your phone into the mic.
No, from my computer into the
Oh, okay.
audio capture. Yeah.
Got
So
it.
I've got that clip. It's just in an hour
Yeah.
long thing.
Yeah. Just send me the audio then.
Okay, great, cool. I'm ready.
Sweet. Let's do it.
Let's
Oh,
get it
let's
done.
clap. Oh, wait. GarageBand. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, click. 1, 2, 3, clap.
Clap. 1, 2, 3, clap.
Clap.
Okay, here we go. The very first movie sequel, most film historians agree, was released over a century ago. The Fall of a Nation holds the title because it was explicitly marketed and conceived as a continuation of an earlier feature film, The Birth of a Nation, and not just a serial episode or a loosely related follow up. That first sequel carried a lot of baggage, as the movie it came after is notoriously racist and controversial. The Fall of a Nation was almost immediately labeled as a disappointment, remembered more for existing than for being good, which turns out to be very on brand. Over the next 100 years, sequels have often disappointed, with their varying success rates in carrying the weight of continued lore from the first film. Lore that can be flawed, complex, or just too much to handle. Today, we begin our year of the sequel, where we dig into the movies that followed ones we've previously covered over our past 5 years. And we're starting with a doozy. A movie that is both a prequel and a sequel, and while it dials down the racism and controversy of the first film a little, it still might have taken on more than it could handle. But at least we got what we'd been longing for decades: Darth Vader's true opinion of sand. We're the two Gomers. We're talking Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, and this is Perfect Movie.
Welcome, everybody, to Perfect Movie, a podcast where two regular guys try to save the universe one great film at a time. This is Anthony speaking, one of those two aforementioned Gomers, coming to you from Atlanta, Georgia, with my friend Steven, all the way out in Flagstaff, Arizona.
All right, everybody, take a deep breath. We're doing this.
This
We're
is
doing
it.
this.
Yep. This is the, okay, so this is Perfect Movie, and I was thinking about this and talking about this with Aaron and the girls,
Yeah.
and we, What do you say to the person that's like, I'm listening to Perfect Movie and they're talking about Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones?
You mean my wife who said that the other day when I was
Yeah.
watching it, and she's like,
Yep.
"How can this be for the podcast? I thought it was Perfect Movie."
Right.
So I told her what I'll tell anyone.
Yep.
We made this commitment
Yep.
to do Star Wars every January until we were done.
Uh-huh.
The commitment included we were going to do them in chronological order as they were released,
Mm-hmm.
and we knew at some point we were going to have to do these three.
Mm-hmm.
And I know at some point we're going to have to do Rise of Skywalker.
Oh.
So you don't do the ones you want sometimes on this
Yep.
podcast. Now, this feels special too because it's our first theme year.
Uh-huh. Yeah, no, I love this. I was wondering, is Sound of Music a sequel
To what?
to Mary Poppins?
Okay, the answer to that is no.
Okay.
They do not share a universe in
Back-
any way.
Back-to-back musicals starring Julie Andrews.
Okay, so maybe we need to explain what a sequel is a little bit more clearly if one of our hosts doesn't quite know.
I'm just kidding around, dude.
I know, of course I know. This is definitely a sequel and a prequel.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So, yeah. And then what's the other thing now? Legacy sequels?
Legasequel, yep.
Is that what it's called?
Sure.
It's not just a legacy sequel, it's a
I've
legacy
heard-
sequel.
I've heard of both. Legacy sequel actually works too. You don't like Legasequel, I'm shocked. Usually love crap like that.
I know that. See, I've heard legacy sequel so many times. Lego sequel. Okay, I'll have to get used to it.
You
I'll
don't
get
have
used
to. I think I've heard them both used. Then there's reboots, right? And then there's all these kinds of things. So,
Lego boot.
Legacy boot. You like that?
I love
So, this is a really strange one because it's a prequel and a sequel.
Sure.
I thought about could we ever do Year of the Prequel, but there's just not enough. I don't think. Well,
Yeah.
certainly of ones that we've done. The real beauty of this is we have 5 years of Perfect Movie under our belts now,
Yep.
and 5.5 years,
Wow.
and we have a deep bench of movies that have sequels that we love.
Oh, absolutely. And I mean, we got to get into the Squeakquel at some point. My other favorite name.
So
For a movie.
you do like Squeakquel, but you don't like Legasequel.
Okay, Lego Squeakquel. Lego boot Squeakquel.
Legacy Squeakquel. Legasquee
Lego
Squeakquel.
Squeakquel.
All right. So I hope people understand what we're doing. I've been longing to do a theme year for a while. So we're going to do
Yeah.
2 back to back, right? We've got Year of the Sequel this year,
Mm-hmm.
and then Year of the Indefensible
Mm.
next year. And I feel like both of those work because these Star Wars prequels are both sequels and both indefensible, I think. Unless there's something I don't know. You know, we talked about
Right.
episode 1 last time where we always hope going in
Yeah.
that we'll like it.
Yeah. I thought the same thing because I haven't watched episode 2 in a really long time.
Okay.
I mean, really long time. See, I think these movies, like we got them on DVD and then
Mhm.
wore them out when they came
Okay.
out. Well,
Yep, definitely.
maybe you didn't. I don't know.
No, I
I've
have
watched,
seen this movie a lot of times, which is
Okay,
another
yeah.
thing I had to describe to Jessica yesterday. Like, yeah, we'll get back to this, but there was
Yeah,
one
yeah.
point where we were having a conversation. I was like, "Hun, I think I've seen it like 15 times, and I still can't describe to you what is happening in this
Mhm.
particular scene." I'll just say,
Oh,
last
yeah.
night we were lying in bed. You know, Jessica and I
Mhm.
go to bed at the same time, which I always hear is very weird.
That is weird.
I even in our 20s, people told me, "You guys go to bed at the same time? That's weird."
Yep. Yeah.
And I was like, "You're weird." Okay, so we're lying in bed, almost asleep, and she goes, "Is Master Sifo-Dyas real?"
Mm.
And I was like, "What do you mean?" And she said, "Is Master Sifo-Dyas made up, or is he dead, or?" And I was like, "I don't know. I've seen this movie 15 times, and I don't know how to answer you."
Dude, okay, yeah. So we talked about that too. Like, So I thought about that. Like, I was trying to remember, is he in episode 3 and I can't remember? Is he the guy with the 4 lightsabers? Who's that guy?
No. The answer to those questions is absolutely not. Master Sifo-Dyas is like, who the frick is that?
Okay, so maybe one day we'll get the squeakquel, the legacy prequel about Sifo-Dyas.
More likely we'll get like a 6-episode Disney Plus series on Master Sifo-Dyas.
Right.
Nobody cares.
First, you wanted to know who Ahsoka was. Now we want to know who Sifo-Dyas is. I mean, we had Mandalorian, a small character, turned into a massive show.
Stranger
huge cult
things
following.
have happened. Yeah, exactly. I don't know that Master Sifo-Dyas has a cult following, but
no,
maybe I'm wrong.
The Boba Fett had a cult following, right? Like
exactly.
the toys.
Mhm.
And I mean, he's got a pretty small part in episode 5, and then he's got. I mean, these are like a couple minutes of screen time max.
Yep.
Right. I mean, they probably talk about Sifo-Dyas as much as Boba Fett.
Boba Fett.
all I ever
think
heard about Boba
premiered
Fett was
in the
Boba Fett.
in the holiday special. Boba Fett premieres. Isn't that weird?
Oh.
In like a cartoon.
Dude,
And then
I
you're
have
right.
to say, I was so proud of Isla yesterday. I
Okay.
think it was her first time seeing this. We all watched it last night.
Mm-hmm.
And she referenced, hey, wasn't that the guy from the holiday special?
Boba Fett.
I was like,
Interesting.
Isla. No. The Emperor. Like, she remembered. Oh, maybe she was talking about the Lego holiday special. That's what she.
I
Still
would
super
be
proud. Still super proud.
Absolutely shocked if she made it through the Star Wars holiday special.
I didn't realize
that
till
is
right
a
now.
slog of slogs.
Yeah, dude. Totally. But the Lego holiday special, that's what she was talking about. That is legitimately awesome.
Okay, and it makes a lot more sense that Isla would
Yeah.
make that comment.
I was like, you're 10? How are you quoting the holidays? I really didn't for the last 12 hours. I've been thinking about this. I was like, when did I show her that?
Well, it's kind of disappointing, but makes a lot more sense. So anyway, I have seen this movie a lot. You're right. We wore the DVD or the VHS out.
Yep.
I can't remember if
Totally.
I had it on VHS.
It's got to be DVD, dude. Like
I guess.
2002, 2003.
Yeah. I still
maybe
had
not.
a VCR then, but I had a DVD
Yep.
player there then also, so I don't think I would have. But who knows? Maybe.
Yeah.
So yes, we have both seen this movie a lot of times, and once again, last night, even though I watched this movie last year, last night I thought, oh please,
Mhm.
praying to the gods of Star Wars, praying to the Force for this movie to be good and for me to like it. We'll get to
boy.
that.
Yeah. I can't wait to get to that.
Mhm.
It was fun to watch it with the girls. Like I said, it was probably Isla's first time. I'm pretty sure. Maybe it's been on in the background.
Okay.
I don't think so. Now she and I were watching Star Wars, the original 3
Yep.
this weekend,
Mm.
and the thing it's going to get to evidence, but the thing that blew me away, dude.
Yeah.
Put a pin on that. Wait for it.
Oh, okay. Well,
Let's
we
just put
better
a pin on
remember
it.
the thing that blew you away. But okay, I will
Yep.
at some point compare this movie to the originals, I'm sure, and so that
Okay.
will be a reminder if we haven't talked about it yet.
Yeah.
So big stuff. 2026, year of the sequel, Attack of the Clones.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just jump right into the one sheet. How about
Great. Let's do it. All right. I don't know if I wrote this right, but I wrote this according to IMDb.
that? Okay.
Star Wars, Episode 2 in Roman numerals,
Yep. Very
dash, Attack of the Clones.
Yeah. So the 2 in Roman numerals is important because that's what episode 4 started, right? Like it didn't say episode 4 with a number, did it? It was always episode 4 Roman numerals in the crawl.
Yep. Uh-huh.
And we're going to get back to the crawl.
Oh, gosh. I forgot to that was something I was going to do. I was going to screenshot the whole crawl, and then I was like, forget it. But
I've got the
read some
crawl.
of it.
I've got it
Yes.
ready.
Okay,
I've got
great.
the full crawl ready.
Okay, great.
Don't fret, nation.
Okay.
We are going to muscle our way through this crawl.
Okay, sweet.
Okay, yeah, you're right. And then there's a dash, it looks like, right?
Yep, dash, Attack of the Clones.
Yep. Not
know
M
how-
dash, regular dash. So Star Wars colon episode 2 dash Attack of the Clones. I guess when it's structured on a poster, you're not getting all that, right?
Right. You have to write it when it's going to be in print in a
Yep.
certain way.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're right. On a poster, you can just put Star Wars Episode 2.
I'm looking
you
at
put
the poster. I'm
Attack
going
of
to
the
pull up the
Clones.
poster right now.
Okay. Is it
And
by
it
our
does-
favorite guy?
No, I don't think Struzan did. Well, did he do? It's signed.
At least it's like in
No.
the style of.
I clicked on this signed poster, and it turns out it's signed by Ahmed Best. So
Oh.
that does not give us any clue.
Okay.
I mean, Jar Jar has a very small part but important part
Yeah.
in this movie. It says Star Wars in that font. Underneath it, it says Episode 2 big. Episode 2 is the biggest thing.
Mm.
And then under that, Attack of the Clones. So there's no punctuation at all
Okay.
on the poster.
Yep. All right.
Which makes sense, but it was always curious to me that they did the episode thing so big on these posters. Episode 1 was just so, I guess it's not strange at all, right? Episode 1 was such a massive thing about that movie.
Yeah.
And they just kind of continued that into episode 2 and 3, where that is the biggest thing as far as text on the poster.
What about the sequels? Are they episodes 7, 8, and 9?
No,
They're not like that at all. It's Force Awakens, right?
That's the biggest thing on those posters. I'm going to
Okay.
just confirm that real quick. But yeah, they don't even have the episode number at all, if I remember right, on those posters.
Oh.
Nope, they don't. It's, that kind of busy poster, right?
Yep.
It says Star Wars, and
Yep.
then in between Star and Wars, it says The Force Awakens in
Okay.
white text.
Got it.
So no indication of episode number. I think they were kind of trying to distance themselves, just my guess, from those prequels in whatever way they could.
Wait, does it ever say episode 7, 8, and 9?
In the crawl, it does.
Oh, it does. It doesn't. Duh. Okay.
Yep, in the crawl, but not on the poster.
Okay, got it.
Yep.
All right. So, Star Wars episode episode 2 dash Attack of the Clones. Ooh, do.
How many noises are we going to get in this old
There's
lap?
no Attack of the Clones. That's dumb. There's no attack. They don't attack at all. They defend.
They defend, and then right at the end, you see them getting ready, I suppose.
For an attack? No, they're not. At that point, they're the clone army for the whatever. For the what? I don't remember.
No attack of the clones.
There's no
So
attack.
Stupid.
The one verb doesn't happen.
Great sign for a great sequel.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I just got embarrassed for you goosebumps because I was just thinking about. I watched one of the behind the scenes when George Lucas was in the ADR session, and who's that? The character that's trying to assassinate with those sick bugs. Padme.
Oh yeah, you're right. The shapeshifter.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
I can't remember the
so-
name of that person.
I watched a video of George Lucas in that ADR session.
Yeah.
And she's just like, she said, how do I say it? Naboo or Naboo? And he's like, it's Naboo. And she's like, Naboo. And she's like, no, Naboo. Like, he's making it up on the spot.
He's not
And then she
remembering. He doesn't remember.
Yes,
what
he
the
doesn't.
previous movie.
Yeah, he does a pretty bad, she does a decent, okay take. And he's like, oh, that was great. And she's like, I'd like to do another one, Jay Kelly style. And he's like, oh, no, you don't need to. And
Well,
the sound
I can
engineer.
see that throughout the whole movie. The whole movie, some of the dialogue seems like first take.
Oh yeah, dude. But like, dude, the sound recording engineer who looked like he was mid-20s, now almost Gen Z looking dude.
Yeah.
This is 2002, 2001-ish. He was like, I'd like another take just for safety. Okay, is that okay? And George's like, I don't think we need it. And then Rick McCollum's like, oh, George gets what he wants. George.
Effing George gets what the F he wants.
Yeah.
Rick McCollum. When it came up in the credits, I got embarrassed for you goosebumps, and I didn't even see that thing.
I know, produced by
Such an embarrassing yes, man.
Totally.
All right, like I said, take a deep breath, everybody.
All right.
We just I've only talked about the title,
Dang, dude. I mean, there's no attack in Attack of the Clones at all.
Yep.
All right, let's zoom back to
Yes.
2002.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. In 2002, you were what?
2
Were you
years
married?
Oh yeah.
So May
2 years
16th.
married.
May 16th, 2002. So you were married when this came out.
Oh yeah. I saw it in a different country.
Really?
I saw this movie in Canada.
Oh, okay.
So I was in the UP for 4 weeks of camp,
Huh.
and the closest movie theater was in Sault Ste. Marie, over the bay,
Mm-hmm.
and so I traveled to a different nation by myself. Jessica was not interested. And she said, I'll see it later when you get back. I don't need to see it opening day. So I really wanted to see it opening day, and I did. And so, yes, I saw it in Canada.
Talk
May
about
16th.
Stevie, May 16th, 2002, runtime 2 hour, 22 minutes, PG movie. Talk about Stevie driving across that bridge into another country, anticipation level, excitement level.
I was going to ask you the same
Expectations.
thing. How did episode 1 affect our excitement for episode 2?
Oh, yeah.
I don't think at that point I was completely a broken man when it
Okay.
came to Star Wars.
Right.
I had a lot of hope that this is set 10 years later. Jake Lloyd's out of the picture. I've heard that Jar Jar's not coming back very much. I'm so excited to finally see the darkness, the dark side infiltrate Anakin.
Yep.
I had quite a bit of excitement for episode 2, I think.
Okay, so driving across that bridge into a foreign land,
Yes.
passport in hand,
Yep.
expectations high, exhilarated, excited.
Yeah, I would say excitement high, expectations tempered.
Ooh, that's a good way to go into a movie, actually. That's pretty good.
So I was not, I was so, obviously we talked about this last year. I was pretty disappointed by episode 1. I had not come around to it at all
Mm-hmm.
yet. I don't quite know if I have yet 20 years later, but
You're right.
so I certainly like episode 1 now better than I did then, right? I had
Yeah,
not come around to it. It was the butt of every joke still.
Sure. Yep.
But I felt like redemption is possible. So excited, but expectations tempered.
Okay. I watched this with Chad, probably Krause, maybe
Okay.
Hack.
Yeah.
You know,
I
this
probably
is-
was very, very jealous of that.
Yeah.
Driving across the bridge also.
Yep. Probably Aaron was like brought us sandwiches while we waited in line. Remember, like,
Bring me a sandwich.
can you go to Big Mike's, please? I've got this flip phone. I just called you. Can you please? We can't leave line.
Okay.
We're about to get engaged, Aaron and I.
Okay.
So that's super fun. Lots of excitement, anticipation about the future.
At what point of the movie did you get down on one knee and propose to Aaron
it was
during the film?
I had my saber, my lightsaber, excited, and proposed in front of the movie theater. Absolutely.
Padme is riding that watermelon or whatever. Anakin's riding that watermelon thing, and you're like, now's the time.
This is it. Yeah.
You open the box. Yeah. Okay.
Oof. Yeah. Okay. Budget $115 million.
Expensive movie.
Very expensive. All that digital carpet.
I mean, think of all the pillars.
I mean, we'll get to it when we get to Strickens, maybe if we have those, or maybe this whole thing is stricken. But like, Strickens are things that can't be used as evidence against that it's a perfect movie.
Right.
I
We might have to
think-
save that for the trial. I don't think we can get through it in the beginning.
Oh yeah, no,
probably.
for sure. It's
Yeah.
just he spent all that money so that people could float in the middle of rooms. I mean, you can tell their feet aren't planted on the ground. Like
when you do get the rare scene where people are actually in a place,
yeah,
it feels like such a relief because they're not going to float away.
totally. I mean, there's shots like there's hills alive. There's
Yep.
hills that are alive. Natalie
Yes.
Portman looks incredible.
Yep.
The beautiful lake is in front of there. There's moments where Hayden Christensen, he just looks like an incredible stud, Like he's
Yeah,
a really good-looking dude.
He is a really good-looking guy.
Like,
I
those-
like him, and he has been redeemed. Just so you know, Nation,
Yep.
Anakin and Hayden Christensen have been completely redeemed in my sight because of the TV shows. And so that makes this movie a little better because I feel like I'm on his side more now
Well,
as an
it almost
adult.
seems, yeah, it almost seems like as a performer, you could make a case for like, this is mean what they did to him. Like,
I couldn't agree more.
I'm trying to imagine, okay, I go into a studio, right? And they're like, hey, we wrote this piece for bassoon.
Yeah.
And I'm sight reading.
Yep.
They're telling me how to play it.
Mhm.
And then they only use the bad takes. And then they release
Yes.
it to 100 million people or something, you know, or 1 billion people. And I'm like, wait, those were all my bad takes.
I feel that even more about Natalie Portman, who has really skyrocketed and is like one of the best actors ever, I feel like.
Totally. Yep.
And she is working hard.
Yep.
And it is mean. It's mean, like you said, what they've done to her.
That's it. I honestly think it's mean. The
Yep.
editing and the line reading, given like, you know, copy this or whatever.
George saying that was fine with whatever
Yeah.
takes they're doing, it sounds like, and it's not fine.
Yeah. So opposite of what David Lynch, 100 takes,
Right, exactly.
where each one actually was probably great. You know, like, but it's like, can we just polish that gild the lily just a little more? This is like, it's fine.
I'll fix it in post.
Well, oh man, dude. But those shots were beautiful. So we'll
Yes.
get back to those. You're right. It was relaxing when it wasn't people floating in carpeted rooms. I mean,
Or
like,
sitting on green stools.
oh man, seriously, like I took a picture and I was going to send it to you when they first all go into the office of, you know, Palpatine,
Mm-hmm.
and
Weird scene.
everybody is on a green stool on a green carpet, looking not at each other, probably not. They were zoomed in. Like
Right.
it was zoomed.
It's no surprise that the acting and the blocking is so awkward in that scene.
Right.
They're not there.
Right.
They're not there. I
And
wish
then-
they were there.
The amount of times we said elves with attitude after everything Natalie Portman and Hayden Christensen said, everything is glottal fry. Everything is glottal fry, dude.
Right. We've talked a lot about Natalie Portman's glottal fry over the years, but you're right. Hayden Christensen has just as much fry.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
What that means is that you're not putting enough air through your vocal cords, right? So you're
Right. Get it
So-
out there.
well. So like, if you're in a silent room and nobody's around, you're like, I love you.
No
like-
need to project. You're not actually outside.
Right.
You're right. That's
so
why.
it's like I've played in quiet rooms and I'm like afraid to play loud. It's like small rooms, you know. So like I feel like part of it is just we were in a blue room or a green room, whatever.
I've never thought of this before. This is really blowing my mind. The reason for the glottal fry, it's Lucas's fault.
That was great. He talks in glottal fry, dude.
Well, that's what
He
one
was
thing
the-
I love about your impression of him is the glottal fry. He sounds like an elf with attitude. Okay, let's get through the Gomer one sheet.
Maybe they were just copying his glottal fry line readings. Like,
This is the way George likes it.
right? Okay. Grossed at the box. So budget was 115 million. Grossed at the box office 80 million opening weekend. 310 million U.S. and Canada. $8 of that is Stevie.
Right, exactly.
653 million worldwide. I mean, that's a bona fide hit.
Yep.
But we're going to get to the box office mojo in a second. And we're going to see that it was not the top, which is
No.
interesting.
Yeah, that's
Um,
interesting.
So, one Oscar nomination for Best Visual Effects. Samuel L. Jackson was nominated for a BET Best Actor Award, but he did not get it. I
Yeah.
did not see who did get it, but I saw that he was nominated.
Okay.
Other movies around the same time.
Yeah.
So I always write these in order from Box Office Mojo.
Okay.
Attack
was
of the
wondering.
Clones is number 4,
Crazy.
underneath Two Towers.
Yep, which we will
Partner
do
to
this
Lord of
year.
the Rings. Yep.
Yep.
Yummy.
Mhm.
HP Chamber of Secrets.
Huge.
I just got like chill bumps all over my body reading that.
Yeah.
Why? I don't know.
I guess you did. I am building an
Wait.
incredible Lego set right now, and I just built the Chamber of Secrets inside this model of Hogwarts.
Oh, cool.
And it's a I'll show it to you when you get here. The girls are gonna love it. It is an incredible set.
Oh man, so fun.
Yeah.
I mean, looking at this is 23 years old. These are all IP. Spider-Man.
Yep.
Men in Black 2, Die Another Day, which is Bond. Signs, an original story.
Yep.
Ice Age, original story.
First one.
Big Fat
Yep.
Greek Wedding, original story. Actually, huge hit.
Can I have I ever told you the fact about Big Fat Greek, what is it called?
No,
My Big Fat Greek Wedding
Oh,
that
yeah.
I love, which is it is the highest grossing film ever to not hit number 1.
Interesting. How's
So it
that
has made the
possible?
most money of any movie not to ever hit number 1 at the box office. It
Oh.
lasted so long and just was like number 2, number 3, number 4,
Wow.
number 2, number 3, number 2, and made just so much money but never hit number 1.
Huh. That's a great fact.
Yeah.
I feel like that movie, it might be the first time that I can remember somebody saying, you guys got to see this movie.
Mm.
Like long tail.
I love that movie. I love My Big
Me
Fat
too,
Greek
dude.
Wedding.
It's great. And you know what? How genius is this? That came out right as Aaron and I were getting engaged, prepping
Oh.
for a wedding.
Oh,
So,
that's
like,
fun.
and we've got an Italian family and an English family.
Mhm.
I mean, we talked about that movie a lot.
Okay,
Um,
that's fun.
Just 3 other on that. Minority Report, Catch Me If You Can, Born Identity. Bangers.
2 Spielbergs. I had forgotten he had done both those in 1 year. That's awesome.
Let's look at this thing. Chamber of Secrets, Attack of the Clones, Minority Report, Catch Me If You Can, John Williams in 1 year.
Wow. Stud.
I mean, he's going so hard right here.
Yep.
Like-
No, I have a hot take about the score in this movie.
Uh-oh. I might walk off the set. Walk off. Just kidding. That's okay.
So, and then I see here the Rotten Tomatoes.
Yep. 62% critic, 56% audience. I mean, it's green, but I thought it was going to be like 30%.
We've seen worse on movies we've done, actually.
Yep.
We've seen worse. Okay, let me do the back of the box.
Great.
And then I think we should go into the trial and start with the crawl.
Okay, great.
Is that okay? All right. By the way, the back of this box is way better than the crawl
Okay.
in describing what this movie is. Okay, Star Wars, Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, is set 10 years after the events of The Phantom Menace, and the galaxy has undergone significant change, as have Anakin Skywalker, Hayden Christensen, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Ewan McGregor, and Padme Amidala, Natalie Portman. Anakin has grown into the accomplished Jedi apprentice of Obi-Wan, who himself has transitioned from student to teacher, while Padme is a distinguished senator. Anakin and Obi-Wan are assigned to protect Padme, whose life is threatened by a faction of political separatists. As powerful forces prepare to collide in epic battle, Anakin and Padme find themselves torn between duty and honor, and a love that is forbidden. These heroes face choices that will impact not only their own fates, but also the destiny of the Republic. The Republic, 137 minutes, I'm seeing here.
Oh, interesting. IMDb said 2 hours 22. Is there an extended cut?
Maybe.
I don't
Rated
remember
PG.
2
I
hours
was
7.
surprised by that. I
Right.
thought this was the first Star Wars that was PG-13, but I guess I'm wrong.
Yeah, I think it was, episode 3.
Is it? Okay. Yeah, that makes more sense. Yep.
There's nothing scary in this. Actually, those bugs were yucky. I
The
hated those bugs.
are yucky, and you don't like snakes, so that didn't help, right?
Nope,
They
yuck.
kind of have a snakish type of thing.
Ugh.
Um,
The
okay.
ADR on those, or the ASMR on those. No, the Foley artists on those. You know what they used to like make that sound?
Jello?
Nope, it was their fingers in little inside grapefruits.
Oh
Going like-
no, you don't
they
like that.
kept
at all.
showing that. They kept zooming in on that in the.
You're
in
not
that-
gonna like that at all because you have that holes thing. You don't like that holes. You don't like little holes.
This doesn't bother me because I adore grapefruit, but I can't eat it because of my cholesterol medicine. So I was like so hungry, but it also looks sick.
Okay, well, more insights like that coming, folks. We're gonna put this movie on trial. Let's do it.
All right. Oh crap! Let me grab my LaCroix.
Okay. grabbing his LaCroix. Chewie, you okay? Chewie. My deaf dog here. You can't hear me at all. If you're watching this, here, let's see if I... No, I don't want to mess anything up. Chewie. Yo. He's deaf. I don't think I have any Attack of the Clones stuff. I guess I have a character. Several characters in view that are technically in Attack of the Clones. No, actually, he's not in Attack of the Clones, this person I'm looking at right now. Let's see. Sifo-Dyas. There we go. There's a guy. There's a guy. Oh, baby. Yes, here we go. Attack of the Clones characters. Can't remember that guy's name. This guy? Attack of the Clones character. Sorry. I'm just seeing if I have any Attack of the Clones minifigs close.
What's that?
I'm just showing the camera if I have any Attack of the Clones minifigs.
Ooh, I like that one.
Which I do have quite a few. Are there any? Yeah, there are plenty of these guys.
Oh yeah. Roger.
Roger.
Wow. Okay, we got to talk about that too.
Okay. All right, let's do
clap.
Let's clap. Yep.
1, 2, 3, clap.
Clap. 1, 2, 3, clap.
Clap.
All rise.
Hey, going, how's it? Welcome to Attack of the Clones.
His speech becomes more backwards in this one, right? Did we talk about this last time?
Maybe.
That his speech is strangely straightforward in episode 1, and then 10 years later, even though that only represents like 1% of his life, all of a sudden he's mixing up his speech.
Right. Yeah.
Great call, everyone. Okay, here we are in the trial.
What was Frank Oz? Was he like, I am a American icon, and you're making me say goes it house or going how's it, like?
Well, I mean, we talked Empire, right? I mean, he's such an amazing character in that movie.
Oh yeah.
And Frank Oz at that point was probably like, okay, this works.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, man. The dialogue in this one just doesn't happen. So,
all right,
we'll get there.
Yep.
This is how it works. We take a movie that we ostensibly love, except for in January when we do Star Wars movies. And sometimes we love them and sometimes we don't. But either way, we try to convince each other and you, the audience, that the movie is perfect. We have evidences that we use, and we use this sound when we get there. Listener, you act eventually as judge, jury, and possibly executioner, because I get a vote, Anthony gets a vote, and you get a vote. 75% yeses or over equals a yay from the nation. 3 yeses equals perfect, and it goes up to, and in my notes I have a blank.
Oh yeah, dude.
So I have a insane pitch.
Great. Let's hear it.
And so I don't know if you had any ideas, if you thought about it at all.
I mean, I, of course, always keep thinking Locutus. Oh, wait, we had Locutus. Sorry.
We already had Locutus of Borg.
What was that? I wasn't thinking Locutus.
You were thinking of General Chang from
That's it.
Star Trek 6.
Yep.
So I like that idea, and I think we can go there if you don't like my pitch.
Okay.
Because I was thinking sequels.
Yeah, it's got to be a sequel person. You're right.
Then I thought, okay, well, Star Trek 6 is a sequel, right? A third, fourth, fifth, those are still sequels. That's 6, Star Trek 6. So General Chang could work. I was thinking of Harkonnen because Dune Part 3 comes out this year.
Mm-hmm.
And then I thought something way outside the box.
Oh, boy.
It is a sci-fi villain, but not an alien.
Oh, okay.
From a sequel, from our movie that we're doing in February.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking about alternate 1985 Biff.
Yeah, dude.
Sending these movies, not to regular Biff, to Trump Biff.
Yeah.
Alternate 1985 Biff.
Yes, we're trying to save Trump Biff. Oh man, dude, that's great. That's
Okay.
Put it. Yeah, and that allows us to maybe go a bit political for like 2 seconds per episode.
Per episode. Okay. I'm putting 1985, alternate 1985 Biff in this blank.
Modeled after what does Colbert say? He who shall not be named.
Oh, really? Yeah. So let's
doesn't. He doesn't say that. He I think he said that for a short while.
Let's do this. This kind of breaks the rule. Sometimes when we break the rules are forever then broken.
Sure.
I think a sci-fi villain still works, even though he's not an evil alien.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay.
I love it.
Great. Okay,
Yeah,
so
fantastic.
if this movie gets 3 S's, which could anything can happen, then it will go in the DeLorean and to alternate 19. I suppose it would have to go first to 1955 with Old Man Biff, and then it would just have to last until 30 years until 1985 alternate Biff.
Yeah,
and save him when he watches it in the hot tub or whatever.
Well, so yeah, does he watch it in the hot tub, or does does Old Man Biff give him these videos, and then
there we go.
As 1955 Biff, he watches all these movies and he lives a great life where he's generous and he doesn't take advantage of,
this is it,
or Marty's mom.
Yeah,
and he's a philanthropist. He still makes money. He still wins it big, but never in a bad way. And then he's a philanthropist and he supports amazing causes, dude.
This is it. This is what's going to happen. Now, I kind of hope this movie doesn't make it because it could screw everything up.
Yeah, dude. I mean, he's going to find Sifo-Dyas.
He's going to be lying in bed all night. He's been sitting in the hot tub asking those babes, wait, is Master Sifo-Dyas real?
Is he Trump or not Trump? Sorry, is he Biff?
Okay, so here we go. Usually we have evidences, right, about what makes the movie perfect. Last year, what I did to make it work with episode 1 was I thought about things. What is there to love in this movie?
Mm-hmm.
And so I kind of went that way. I have specific strickens, but I wonder if we should start with The Crawl.
Sure, I love that. Let's start with The Crawl.
Every Star Wars movie starts with The Crawl.
Here, hold on.
Okie dokie.
Hold on.
There you go.
All right, dude. The first thing that I love, I put a pin in this at the very top.
Yes.
Since we had been watching episode 4 and 5, when The Crawl came up, when all 4 of us watched it last night, and we were just going to start it, and we watched the whole thing.
Okay. Wow.
When The Crawl came up and the orchestra came in, dude, that orchestra sounds friggin' incredible.
Okay. I agree.
The London Symphony, Maurice Murphy, principal trumpet, still there. My friend Michael Francis is on bass. I'm pretty sure he's in there.
What about French? Don't you have a French horn friend in the band?
Okay, so here's the people that I know now are in the LA. So the LA group did episodes 7, 8, 9. Actually, this is one of my claim to fame. One of my reeds was played by one of the bassoonists in either episode 8 or 9.
Wow. Amazing.
So, okay, so that's the best thing I'll probably ever do. Just kidding.
That's amazing. I love it.
It was at least in the room, in the case.
Yeah.
But
I choose to believe that it was played.
Yes.
Okay.
Sweet. And Ben. You didn't meet him that time. Ben, clarinet from Seattle and Sun River.
I met Ben.
Clarinet.
I've met Ben.
Yeah, you met Ben.
Yep. Yes. Great guy.
So we know a guy that played on Force Awakens.
Amazing.
So, but anyways, the principal trumpet, right? He comes in. This is now the fifth time he's doing this.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, dude,
but it's not the slight warble, right?
Right.
That you love in the first 3.
Right.
Right, where it kind of goes, right?
Right.
They've got it. They're solid in this one, right?
Oh, it is 2000s London Symphony, Abbey Road Studios, and the miking is now like what? So the last one that they recorded, what 80? When was Return of the Jedi? Mid 80s?
84.
84. So
Or
it's been
83?
almost. Think of how much technology in the recording industry has developed since we heard even the Return of the Jedi score, which sounds unbelievable.
Yeah.
But maybe it's because we had just within the day listened to episode 4, which, the lore is that's the very first rehearsal that Maurice Murphy ever played was that recording session.
Wow.
So now he's getting close to retirement.
Mm-hmm.
And he just, dude, the whole orchestra, but it's like Abbey Road, the miking, John Williams, that I was like, okay, like you said, maybe this is going to be good.
You just get that glimmer of hope. And then the crawl, you start reading the crawl.
Shoot, so we're like 10 seconds in.
Yeah, I guess once we're done with the crawl, I'll tell you what my kind of broad, what there is to love in this movie is. Okay, so here we go. The crawl. There is unrest. Now, I like those first 3 words. In I like those 2 words. Galactic Senate.
Who cares?
I don't like those words. There is unrest. In the Galactic Senate.
Remember my one word was going to be so?
That's how I feel right now.
So?
Several thousand solar systems have declared their intentions to leave the Republic. Too many.
Too many. Kran's Dream. How do they all get there? Why? How come we only know one? And this was a long time ago?
Yeah, and already I don't understand.
Right.
I don't understand. What's happening?
Why are they leaving? Where are they going?
And what's the Republic? I can't remember. And that's a problem that continues through the movie. Is the Republic good? Are the Separatists good?
Who's the Empire's bad, right?
Yeah, but there's no Empire yet.
So does the Republic becomes the Empire?
Well, sort of.
Who are the who in Rogue One? Who are they're the Resistance?
Yes. So the Republic and the Republic and the Separatists combine to become the Empire.
Okay.
Is my understanding. Now, remember, nation, how many times Anthony and I have seen this movie? Okay. Second paragraph. Great start. This separatist movement, okay, maybe somebody will explain to me now. Under the leadership of the mysterious Count Dooku, a name that middle school boys, and high school boys, and anyone alive, you're asking for people to make fun of that name for the rest of time.
Yes. I mean, Jeddah was one thing. It's not Jedi. They'll go to Jeddah.
There's more words. We've talked about this. There's more letters in the alphabet, George.
Right. But
this one,
Isla clocked that last night, dude. She goes, they named him Dooku?
Yeah. This name starts with Duke. Spelled D-O-O-K. Anyways, the separatist movement under the leadership of the mysterious Count Dooku has made it difficult for the limited number of Jedi Knights to maintain peace and order in the galaxy. Okay. All right. Third paragraph. Senator Amidala, a name we recognize. Hooray.
Yeah, wait, she's a senator, though? I thought she was a queen.
So I kind of like that. They do that a little bit in the Force Awakens crawl, right? When they say Senator Organa. I really like that, right?
Okay, yeah.
So I wonder if they're matching that a little bit. Like, okay, Queen. Now, just in case you don't get the subtlety, here's the rest of that sentence. Senator Amidala, the former Queen of Naboo.
Oh, no.
Thanks for telling us.
Is returning to cut that line, yeah.
I know, is returning to the Galactic Senate to vote on the critical issue of creating an army of the Republic to assist the overwhelmed Jedi. 4 dots. What?
Wait, so hold on. So the main problem at the top is that all these people are going to leave the Galactic Senate.
There's unrest. Yep.
There's unrest.
Well, they're going to leave the Republic.
Oh, right. And who's that again?
I think it's what the Senate leads. is the Republic. Okay?
But if they all leave, who is it?
so so Amidala is going to vote on creating an army
Yep.
for the Republic at the Senate to assist the Jedi.
Assist the ailing Jedi.
Overwhelmed Jedi who can't get their
overwhelmed.
freaking act together, which is also a problem with these prequels. Like, I wanted to see, like, and you do a little bit in this movie, I'll give it credit, strong at the top of their game Jedi Order.
Yeah.
You never
What?
really get to see that.
But why is it ailing? Like, why are they? They're overcommitted. They forgot to embrace the gift of limits.
Because of the
with their
separatist movement, which I don't understand
ancient
what it
religion.
is. Yeah, that's
But
true. You're right.
aren't-
They need more rest. They need to take a Sabbath.
Yeah, that's another. There's unrest, so all the Jedi take a sabbatical.
Right, exactly. And then whoever the bad guys are, not quite sure, take over and win.
Yep.
Um,
Okay, now
So-
if she's going to vote, she leaves. The first thing she does is leaves before she can vote.
because
Right?
she almost gets blown up and then she leaves. Then they have
Right.
that weird meeting and they say,
Mm.
actually, you need to leave. You need to find a person to vote in your stead.
Right.
And that's where Jar Jar comes in.
Right.
But why put it in the crawl if it's not going to impact?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to chunk in here.
Okay.
Here's what I love about all the prequels. I can't remember if I said this in our last episode, but I think I saved it for this, which is I like the idea.
Yep.
I like the idea of it all. Just kind of how you like the fanfare at the beginning,
Yep.
and then once the words come in, you're like, oh, shoot. I like the ideas of this movie. I like
Yep.
the idea of the Emperor rising to power by controlling both sides.
Yep. Genius.
He controls the Separatists. He controls the Republic. He's playing them off as if there's a war, but he actually controls them the entire time, both of them. And then
Mhm.
at the end, you get this, I think, the best shot of the movie, even though it's CGI the heck out of it, right?
Mhm.
Which is, I did it.
Yep.
The clone army is my army, and I also, in secret, control the robots
Yep.
and the Separatists.
And he's also the Dark Lord of Sith.
And
Right,
I'm
like-
also this, like, wizard.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like that's incredible.
Yes. Great idea.
Super
I like,
great.
in this movie, I like the idea of Obi-Wan going on this kind of, like, detective side quest.
Yes, I like that a lot.
I like that
That's
idea.
fun. Okay, you got it. Yeah.
And I even love the idea of kind of forbidden love story
Sure.
that sets up Leia and Luke's mom and dad,
Yep.
and also sets up some tension that's going to play out in the third one around. Something's got to happen to Padme to really push Anakin over the edge, right? So they have to fall in love. There's never in Star Wars yet been up to that point, I mean, been like an overarching love story. I mean, there was Leia and Han, but that's kind of like pretty far in the background.
Yep.
I liked and like the idea of a Star Wars romance movie.
Yep.
And then the words start coming.
Ugh.
It is just great ideas, so poorly executed.
Dude, I couldn't agree more, dude. I mean, I put everything into two categories:
Okay.
cool and dumb.
Okay, great. I called my dumb stuff rough stuff.
Ooh, okay, that's cool. Yeah, dumb. Actually, I still like
It is dumb.
Okay.
A lot of it is dumb. Don't pull back on that word.
But so in my top cool,
Yes.
I said the idea.
Okay, great.
In
We're
my
in
top-
lockstep.
Dumb, I said the execution.
Okay, wow, crazy.
Like you're so right, dude. Like, I mean, man, what an incredible idea. First of all, that these two fall in love. That's an incredible idea. How
Yeah.
are we going to get that to happen? And especially under secret and under they're not supposed to and it's forbidden. So cool.
Jedis are not allowed to fall in love.
Yep. So no attachments. I understand that. Astronaut like that was
Detach.
part of the good thing in The Martian, partner to The Martian. Like the
He had
people
no-
that were
he had no family.
sorry. Yes, The Martian. Sorry, I was actually thinking Interstellar, but also The Martian.
Okay. Yep.
Interstellar, right? It was like the best is if they can go to another world and they don't have any attachments. So
Mhm.
like if they're
Yep.
lost, they're lost and they're not going to be longing to get back. And one of the things that got them to the wrong planet was attachments.
So the idea of that with Jedi is they can be fully focused on whatever the heck they're supposed to be doing, which I don't quite understand.
Yeah, so that we don't understand.
Bringing order to the galaxy, right? We're not soldiers, they say.
Yep.
We're peacemakers,
Yep.
even though then the next scene they're absolutely beheading so many people.
Totally. Okay, right. Okay, so I love the idea of the love. I love the idea of the forbidden.
Yep.
Love the love story.
Mm-hmm.
I love all the things you said politically. That whole idea of the two sides being
Mhm.
controlled and against each other. Genius. A wizard. Genius. Like that's secret and that's all incredible. I love the.
You like that detective story, Obi-Wan? Like he gets
Love
to be
the
like
detective
Batman,
story?
he gets
Oh,
to
I
be a
think that's
detective. Yeah.
So fun, even though it's so dumb. Like, well, okay. Well, sorry, we'll
That's
get to
it.
dumb.
It's
I'm
so
on love.
it's a great idea and so dumb.
Okay, I love the idea that at the beginning of the movie she sees him as a kid. At the end of the movie, they're getting married. Cool
Yep.
arc. You have to write that. Super cool. I love the idea that Anakin is kind of like has a lot of gumption and excitement, and his teacher is trying to teach him to be patient.
Mm-hmm.
I love all that stuff. And I love also, maybe almost just underneath all these, is we also need to see how this little boy becomes Darth Vader.
Yeah.
That's an incredible arc, dude. How does, like, the person with the most midi-chlorians ever, but how does this powerful, super cool kid
Yeah.
become, like, actually, he's not Satan. He's like pawn of Satan, right?
Yeah, he's not. Yeah, he's bad. Darth Vader is real bad.
Darth Vader's
Now-
really bad. Okay,
And
yes,
there
he's
is,
really
I would
bad.
say, no hint of that at all in Episode 1. They don't go
Yeah.
there at all. Think
Well-
about Jake Lloyd. Does he ever have a dark moment or a hint of darkness? I was really thinking about it, and I don't
Yeah.
think they go there at all in Episode 1. And so this movie, I'm driving over that bridge in Canada like, I cannot wait. I want to see some darkness happen, because how is Jake Lloyd going to turn into James Earl Jones?
Yep, totally. Quite a transition.
Yes, when you really think about it.
And what are going to be the motivators? What are going to be the traumas? So there was the mom thing, which I think
Yep.
was really obviously tragic, but a great story way
yeah.
of putting it. His
Exactly.
attachment to his mom and
Yep.
his rage that stems from hatred, you know,
Mhm. Yep.
instead of
They didn't go to Padme dying right away in this. They've got his mom dying first, and so you get a little bit of a stepping stool. What?
stepping
Baby
stone.
steps. Baby
Baby
steps
step-
toward
yeah.
there. Yep. Yeah. Great ideas.
Great ideas.
Mm.
Oh,
Poorly executed.
So therein goes back to when we talked about when episode 5, Empire Strikes Back, the best of the best,
Mm-hmm.
and he brought in partner to Tony Kushner
Mm-hmm.
of my favorite movie that I can't think of the name of right now. The Big Chill.
Oh, you're thinking of Lawrence Kasdan. Big Chill.
sorry.
Yep.
Sorry. Who's
Yeah.
Tony Kushner?
That's Spielberg's guy. You're thinking of Lawrence Kasdan, who's
I'm thinking
who
Lawrence
was the
Kasdan.
savior of Lucas in those originals.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
Martha Lucas
Martha
editing
Lucas. Yep. It
episode
was
4.
like,
So he's
you actually need some tension at the end of this movie, or else it's not going to work. And he's like, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
So you've got none of those, and
Mm-mm.
he
All he's
almost
got is
looks.
Rick McCullum.
He's somehow, but in all these behind the scenes,
Mhm.
imagine carrying the weight of this story and hundreds of thousands and tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of fans all them driving across a bridge to Canada
Mm-hmm.
to wonder how this happens. So you're carrying all their expectations.
And you've got it on both sides. You've got a bad prequel behind you,
Mm-hmm.
and you've got great originals in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
Man, is that a lot of pressure to
Yeah.
say, okay, I've got to fix all the problems that everybody hated from episode 1 and try to move it a little bit toward what everybody loved about the originals. I don't envy them.
But so then ask for help.
Ask for help. That's good. Yes. Why didn't he ask for help? Why didn't they take 2 takes on some of these scenes?
I mean, so idea to execution, there's a gap in there.
Yes.
Big gap.
Big gap from what I love to what I very, very deeply dislike about this same movie.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if there's a bigger gap in any movie. Now, I haven't seen episode 3 again for a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
but I remember thinking this so strongly when I saw episode 2, like sad, because I was thinking that was such a good idea.
It is. It still is.
Yep. And
Could
and I was just so disappointed. Now, there are other things that I love
Okay.
about this movie. Can I just list them?
Yep.
Because I do think that inevitably I'm just going to keep coming back to what's rough about it. But listen, folks, there are some things I love. You ready? I'm just going to list them. Is that cool? I think the action scenes are pretty good. I just said I loved them, but I do think there's several action scenes that are really good. I like Coruscant. I always love Coruscant.
Coruscant is awesome. Although I said to Aaron yesterday, this is an entire city on a planet. Where do they get water or food?
And so they must just be stealing it from other places like Phoenix, which is like there's no water there, and so we have to like buy pieces of the Colorado River to make that city survive. I bet you it's on a planetary scale. I like how it looks. I like when he jumps off. I kind of like their banter is okay in that scene.
Oh, I think the banter. Yeah. I have in that for love right around here. I thought it was hilarious when I thought a lot of their banter. Like I even think "You're Gonna Be the Death of Me" was funny. I thought that was funny.
I like "You're Gonna Be the Death of Me." I like it. I like it when he jumps out of the car and Obi-Wan just dryly says, like, again?
Yeah, he says, I hate it when he does that.
I hate it when he does that. Okay, great. So he jumps out of cars all the time. I kind of like that joke. Yeah, that's a good joke.
Totally. Like, what have I told you about staying away from plasma generators or whatever it was?
That's pretty good. I also like their moment when they're talking and arguing while Padme is sleeping right before the worms. Mm-hmm. And they just stop.
Yeah.
And Obi-Wan says, I feel it too. And they run in there and they chop those snakes. That's good.
That was totally good. I liked that a lot.
Okay, so I like that moment. And so I also like that there's like the long ending action scene, right? Which starts with the kind of gladiator stuff. Mm-hmm. Right? I have issues with those monsters. I think some of those monsters that they're fighting look stupid.
Super dumb.
And the fact that that cat like swipes Padme's shirt.
Yeah.
Just so that you get her midriff for the dads.
Yep.
And
something for the dad.
One of her sleeves.
I know, but she's fine though. She didn't get cut at all. Like a little bit of blood.
Not cut at all.
Like
very, very little blood. Mostly just shirt. Totally. And it's no more risque than that. It's just the cat knew exactly how much a Star Wars PG movie could take.
Right.
That through the kind of tons of Jedi fighting at once, I always get a thrill seeing that.
Oh yeah, that shot where they're all running in with their lightsabers drawn is friggin' awesome.
I like that shot.
Or like when all the lightsabers start lighting up all around. Mm-hmm. That is cool.
Yep. Great.
I like that.
I like that. I like the maybe that's all I like, because I don't know if I like Yoda lightsaber.
Oh.
Do you like Yoda and lightsaber?
Here, do you want me to read?
Know.
You want to read through stuff that I like because it's in there.
Okay, and I have more on my list, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'll just say I like the aliens that are introduced in this movie. I like Dexter Jettster from at the diner.
Yes.
I like
Fun.
the Caminos,
Uh-huh.
their look,
Yep.
even though that scene is so confusing.
And super like I love that thing. He's like, I'm here. They're like, oh, you're here for that armor, and he's like, yeah. And they're like, did you order? He's like, what was that?
Yeah, he
Like,
is just as confused as I am, not in a good way. Why do I have to be so confused? My number one, I'll just go to my rough stuff here. The number one thing that is rough about this movie for me is it's boring and it's confusing. Two cardinal sins for a Star Wars movie. The reason Star Wars 4 works is you know exactly everyone's motivation, why they're where they are at all times through the entire movie. And half this movie,
Totally.
I'm like, who? Huh?
Why?
Yes.
So,
So.
dude. Okay, actually, I'll come back to stuff that I love because I'll name a few things that are dumb, and then you should name some of the stuff that's rough, and then we'll come back to stuff that we love. So
Okay,
we can
great.
sort
That's a
of
good idea. Let's put. I do have
Go.
3 little things that I love at the end. We'll put those at the very end.
Okay, so I'll
Okay.
I'll list mine then too.
Okay,
Okay,
great.
dumb, carpet, dialogue.
Okay, wait. Let's stop at dialogue because I have
Great.
some things queued up.
Yes, fantastic.
Okay, the dialogue is so clunky.
Hmm.
That's just the adjective I kept thinking about when I kept thinking about the dialogue of this movie. It just, you can hear it thud. I feel like to the ground. Like, come on. So here I'm gonna show you, and people will hear the packing scene.
Oh no.
Padme packing her luggage, which, by the way, Padme is, I really like her. Her hair and her outfits and all sorts of, she's great, but she does not pack light, does she?
Right. Well, how would you? Yeah, and also, Aaron was saying, like, why does she have to have all that stuff? Like, when they go incognito on their little pilgrimage trip, like, like they still don't look like pilgrims.
No,
Just-
right, exactly. She's the best kind of hobo in the
Yeah.
world, the most beautiful, put together
Right.
ragamuffin ever to
They still
grace the
stand
screen.
out really well.
Well, she has to pack it all because probably hair product is like 3 suitcases.
Right.
And then she has an outfit not only once a day. It seems to be that she's changing every hour into some new elaborate, even burlap sack, right? Okay, so here she's packing, and they're talking about. Anakin's talking about I'm a Jedi,
Yeah.
and he's
I
talking
know.
specifically about Obi-Wan to her
Yeah.
and how he doesn't like Obi-Wan. Now listen to this dialogue.
In some
hear it?
ways.
Yep.
A lot of ways.
Ugh.
I'm really ahead of him.
Oh, jeez.
I'm ready for the
Oh, no.
trials.
Okay, good.
But he feels that I'm too unpredictable. He won't let me move on.
That must be frustrating.
It's worse.
Yeah.
He's overly
right there.
critical.
Wait, you missed my favorite line.
Her, you mean what? Her response?
No, what he says right after it's worse, even though her
Okay.
response is stupid.
Okay.
That must be
Frustrating.
It's worse. He's overly critical.
there. That was it. He's overly critical.
See,
He's overly critical.
okay, here's where this rules and is dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Is that I am one. Okay, I just thought of this. There have been times where me and Aaron were doing stuff, and I was being sullen like this, and I probably sounded like this. And I was like, "There's this, and there's that, and there's this," and Aaron's like, "Oh, that must be rough." Like
And
that's
how often is that when you're packing for a trip?
right.
This I'm just gonna go a little bit more.
He never listens. He doesn't understand.
She's just trying to
It's
get her
not
packing
fair.
done.
Our mentors have a way of seeing more of our faults than we would like. It's the only way we grow.
I guess
I know.
she's changed his
Anakin.
mind.
Don't try to grow up too fast.
Here we go.
But I am grown up.
Oh.
You said it yourself.
Please don't look at me like that.
Why not?
It It makes me feel uncomfortable.
I always had a love-hate relationship with it. Makes me feel uncomfortable. I kind of like that line.
Yeah, it's I like it too. Now right now he does the smolder, or he did the smolder there. We were laughing because he does the smolder from shoot, which movie is that? Tangled.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Me and the girls were laughing. We're like, the smolder. And then right now he does this really creepy stare for a long time,
Yeah,
and they
okay.
don't cut it.
Let's see how long this is. He's staring right now in the pause, right?
Mm-hmm.
Stare.
Sorry, milady.
Sorry, my lady.
Psycho, bro. Right
I mean,
there.
that is a, and then they do the wipe, the swirl wipe, but it's like 5 seconds of staring,
Yeah.
gazing, or
Here-
whatever
here's-
he's doing there.
Isla kept saying, bro, stop bringing this up. She doesn't like you. Because she's never seen this.
And the problem is, he wears her down.
I know.
It's not
So-
a great message here.
Even though, yes, of course. But even though she likes him too.
Yeah, there's
She likes him too.
yeah, there's that. You're right. There is a little bit of like, okay, it's okay because it ends up being okay. But he doesn't know that.
Right.
And so there is a read on this movie where he's a real creep. Now, I have talked to Gen Z women
Yeah. Yeah.
who point to this movie as like, this was my romantic awakening. I love Star Wars Episode 2 and I love the story, but I don't see the chemistry.
Wait, men or women? Sorry, I
Women.
missed that. Women. Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Because, yeah, that's funny.
I don't know quite what to do with that. It must just be like a age and stage thing. I do not feel it at all. And so okay, there's the clunkiness of that dialogue. Then I want to play you this most famous dialogue scene to tell you that the dialogue doesn't even make sense.
Okay, I know where you're going. I bet you
Okay,
anything
so
I've
this is
written
the
down
sand.
right here.
This is the sand.
Oh, no, it's not this. Yeah, I love this.
Okay. So here at least, look, they're in a real
dumb.
locale.
That looks beautiful. Everything looks cool right now.
I think
Except-
this is
We
Italy.
used to come here.
Yep,
for
it's
school
Italy.
retreat.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
We would swim to that island every day. I love the water.
Her hair here looks like some sort of plant from Pandora, right?
Yeah, I mean, dude, but
You know
this
what I mean?
outfit, the colors are beautiful. I think this whole thing is awesome.
It's beautifully
right now.
shot. The trees are real. The water
Yep.
is real. The you know, they don't have to do CGI pillars because those pillars are actually real. Okay.
Yep.
Now she's talking about this is her home. She loves it.
Mm-hmm.
She's sharing something deep about her own life.
Mm-hmm.
We used to lie out on the sand and let the sun dry us. And try to guess the names of the birds singing.
Glottal fry.
I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere.
Get that everywhere.
Not like here.
Okay. It's coarse. What does he say? It's coarse. It's dry.
It gets
And
that
it-
everywhere.
And it gets everywhere. Not like you. So I don't get everywhere. Like, at least end the analogy you're making, George Lucas, the writer, with something that makes sense with the next sentence. End it with it's coarse and dry, not like you. Not it's coarse and dry and gets everywhere, not like you. If I were her, I'd be like, I don't get everywhere? Like, what are you talking about? They look great. And they're having he also completely ignores her opening up to him about her place. And he says, I don't like it. I
Right.
don't like sand.
Uh-huh.
Stupid. I can't stand it. And I just feel like the dialogue thuds. Boom.
Yeah.
There's no chemistry. Why does she like this guy?
Yeah. I don't know.
Then that's a great way to feel after this movie. I
What
don't
was
know.
I was like, yeah, like I know. It's because she has to because it's already there.
Yeah.
So what Aaron was saying, so beyond this scene, when he goes and murders a bunch of people.
Yep. He's
She
holding
was
me
like-
back. That part.
Yeah,
He's holding
yeah.
me back.
So I have that line. We laughed so hard because we say that all the time, and I
Yes.
said, I don't think Isla's ever seen this.
Uh-huh.
So when that came up, it was like another like line that we say all the time in context. He's holding me back.
Right.
We were like,
when you
"Yay!"
see a meme in context, when you see
Yup.
like when you actually watch Once Upon a Time in Hollywood and see Leo pointing at the TV, right? You're like a
Yeah,
meme in the wild.
Yeah, dude, totally.
Yeah.
That's what happened, and it was so fun.
Yeah.
But she's like, She's like, red flag that he loves dictators or thinks dictatorship's the best.
Yep. Yes.
And
exactly.
then-
Our political views don't align.
Right, like massively.
Yep.
He's like, it depends on what dictator. And then, and then he goes and murders a bunch of people out of rage. She's like, dude, that is a huge red flag. That probably don't want to be with that guy. She actually said, she was like, major
Yeah.
red flag. Don't do that.
What's it called when you like fall in love with your kidnapper or whatever? Like,
Right.
it's
in a movie, Die Hard.
It's in Die
Or-
Hard, and he quotes it wrong. And it's like, from Sweden, right?
Right.
Actually, it's
Yeah,
from
yeah.
Norway. Yeah. So,
Florence Nightingale or
I suppose
Stockholm Syndrome.
Stockholm syndrome, right? I suppose it could be that. That doesn't make it good, but maybe that's an explanation if that's even real. I'm
Okay.
glad Lily sees this movie and says, killing a bunch of people, not just the men, the women and children too.
I killed the women and children. Like, I mean that. So, from a chess game of we need to get these two in love, and he needs to be turning to the dark side at the same time,
Right.
and needs motivation to become Darth Vader.
Mhm.
That's hard. But I think a deft writer with lots of drafts, with lots of a team around him, would be like, this doesn't make sense. Those lines don't make sense. This love scene around the fireplace makes no sense.
Mm-hmm. Why
They
would
look
she,
great.
Why would she? She's got that like metal headband. She looks kind of like an '80s gymnast, except for she's got a metal headband and a black outfit. I mean, the costuming should have gotten, or the makeup or hairdressing or whatever should have gotten Oscar noms over special effects.
Yeah, it's really, really amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, when he says there, because we're still on dialogue,
Mhm.
I'm still haunted by that kiss you shouldn't have given me, or what? Still haunted by that kiss. Like,
Yeah.
like,
Right, exactly. And then he's gaslighting her. It's your fault that you kissed me. You made me mad. It's your fault.
well,
When
and also
he's
he
the
said,
one trying all over her the whole time.
but he said he's haunted. We were like, that happened earlier today. Like, right. Maybe yesterday.
Oh, you can't say you're haunted by something that happened this morning, bro. Great call. I never thought of that before.
It's so dumb.
Oh, there's one other piece of dialogue in this movie, and it's not Anakin, it's not Padme, it's a side character where I remember thinking, and I still think every time I watch it, what? And that is when they meet Lars,
Oh, I know where you're going. Yeah, yeah.
and he says, "I'm Lars, whatever," played by the guy from Dark Matter.
Oh yeah, I was wondering where that guy was from. That's Dark Matter guy.
Yep.
Whoa.
And he goes, "And this is my girlfriend, Baru." You're what?
What couldn't they say something old like betrothed or
Bro, it's like you were in my bathroom last night while I was yelling about this with Jessica. Even fiance
sure
would have been better. It's got a little bit of, at least that's French, right? Like betrothed. And I was like, it should have been betrothed. It should have been, why couldn't it have been wife?
Sure.
Like girlfriend?
They're gonna think it's neat because they are just getting together.
Yeah, you might as well have said like bae. right? Like,
Yeah, boo.
yeah, it is so dumb.
Super dumb, dude. Why is that so dumb?
I don't know, but anyone in the world who had read that script, they must have been like, were the actors just so enamored with him and with the fact that they're in a Star Wars movie that none of this ever came up? I can imagine
Possible.
that happened.
Possible. The thing where you're in love with your captor.
Right? They all had Stockholm syndrome. It's, whoa, dude. Like, Padme's relationship with Anakin is like everybody else's with George Lucas. Like, can't open your eyes.
Is good.
Just because there's a guy there, there's other guys. There's other movies. Yikes.
But, okay, so think about that for a second. You're asked to do something in a Star Wars movie. I'm proud that a read of mine was maybe on stage in the sound booth.
You're right. You're right.
So it's it's still a Star Wars movie. And like, so watching all those documentaries, I didn't get to watch all the ones that I wanted to, but I've seen them all over the years.
Yeah.
And like, they took 4 weeks where they had to sit at Skywalker Sound and just be in this room that's like a small theater and watch for mixing.
Yeah.
So like, at some point, like, is it the point where you just don't hear it anymore? Like, Ben Burt, who's a friggin' genius,
Yeah.
and all these sound engineers that have been recording sounds in garages and in factories and in, doctors' visits, like, to put in any sort of sound effect.
Yeah.
And they're like, what do they think when he says girlfriend right there? Do they just go like, ugh? Like, do they all look at each other like, ugh?
Well, and you're talking Ben Burt, right? But think about like Dark Matter Man, who is this is probably his first role.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. You're probably not going to go up and say, "Girlfriend doesn't feel right in this universe."
That doesn't feel true.
I
don't like
it
this
doesn't
choice.
feel. Yeah, and so, I mean, how much money would we pay just to go visit Skywalker Sound,
Yup.
Skywalker Ranch, right?
Totally, dude.
Let alone being involved in that. And so you have to have stars in your eyes, and those stars are blinding you, right? To some of the
Yep,
things that are
exactly.
happening in this movie. It's easy for us armchair critics, right, to say this is wrong, this is wrong. Would we have spoken up if we were in that place? I don't know. I think that I wonder if I was Hayden Christensen, if it would be a different story where, like, I'm the star of this and I don't feel the chemistry. Now, they're not going to fire. If they fire one of them, it's not going to be Hayden Christensen. No, sorry.
Right.
It's not going to be Padme. It's not going to be
Right.
Natalie Portman.
Oh,
Hayden
yeah, 'cause
Christensen is
she's-
going.
You're right.
And so you just have to muscle your way through it or something.
Is it the kind of thing where you just go to work?
Yeah, I guess so.
Like,
It's
you're
their
like,
job.
I'm going to read these lines and be
Yeah.
in this Star Wars movie and I'm going to make a ton of money and then I'll go on to my next
Right.
thing.
Yeah, maybe.
Like, I don't even, like, maybe, like, sometimes, like, I was hearing a interview about Will Ferrell, and they were asking him questions about a movie that he was in, and he was like, I was in that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's probably being sort of funny, but at the same time, I think you would remember everything about a Star Wars movie, I guess. I don't know.
I guess, but then, like, Gwyneth Paltrow does the same thing last year. She's on some sort of show, and she's like, I was in Avengers? I don't think I was. I don't think I was in the latest Avengers
Dang.
movie. And they're like, yes, you were. And she just doesn't know because it's just like, maybe it's her. I don't know. But it's just, she's been in so many movies, so many
Sure.
huge movies. She didn't have a huge part in that one. And so she's like, huh?
Well,
Was
think about
I?
it. If you are like Harrison Ford and you look like Han Solo,
Mm-hmm.
and they just need you for like 4 days,
Mm-hmm.
so you're like, fly fishing, and then you fly over there and you walk in this room and they make you up and you're basically sleeping, and then you read some lines on this really cool looking thing and then leave. That's your entire like experience. So maybe if you're a really famous, you keep plugging into things all the time, you're like, oh, I spent 2 days there, but then it's this massive thing.
Right. Yeah. Our experience of those people acting is way different than theirs.
Yep.
Remember this thing where Bruce Willis is like, Die
Yep.
Hard isn't a Christmas movie, and we were like, we've seen Die Hard way more than you have,
Yeah,
and we know it is.
We know every line. Like he probably couldn't even,
Right,
be like-
exactly.
yeah.
Yep. Can I name a couple more rough stuffs for me? I would say
Yeah, where was we? We were at stuff that stuff that I thought was dumb.
dialogue.
Okay. Yep.
we
go,
were on.
yeah, we're only
then
on. Oh my gosh, we're only on dialogue.
I went to romantic chemistry.
Yep.
I would say, I think, and we don't have to talk about this long, I think this is the weakest Star Wars score. Nothing really pops for me in this score, I would say.
Okay.
Especially compared to episode 1,
Mm-hmm.
where you get Duel of the Fates in this a little bit when he's riding his scooter around
Yep.
and being mad. But there's nothing that's like, wow. Now, I guess the romance, the Padme Anakin theme
Yeah.
shows up first
so
in this
in
movie.
my stuff that I love is Across the Stars is the name of that.
Okay.
And I think that's one of J-Dub's best themes, dude. It's up there with the Harry Potter flying scene with the shoot, when he flies on that hippogriff. That
Oh, yeah.
scene. Da 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 dee do do dee do.
But this one, so what is this one theme?
So,
What is this one?
dee do dee da do da
Da,
da
dee, da, da, dee, da, da.
I think
Oh, yeah, that's
that
good.
theme, and dude, right underneath that horrible dialogue you were reading is the first time it's played. The oboe comes in and does it solo oboe. That is so good.
See, I can't hear anything over the
This-
sand.
That no, it's not that part. It's the part where he's like, where he said he's too critical, right?
Oh, okay,
right
got
then
it.
you hear the oboe playing that theme for the very first time, and it is so good.
That's good.
I
Yeah, that's
leaned
great.
over to
I
the
love
girls. I was
Mhm.
like, John Williams is giving his best, and he is going like, I remember the interview between him and George,
that. Mm-hmm.
and they were like, Star Wars has never had a love theme, and so John Williams was like, I finally get to write a love theme for Star Wars,
And
this
it
is
closes the movie, right? Because they get
Dude,
married, and
when
then
they
it
have-
goes under. Yep, it
Dude.
goes. It's right before that, and it's good.
Up there with the very ending of the very last Harry Potter movie when the music comes in
Mm-hmm.
right before the credits, where I am crying. I cry right now, dude. Goosebumps on goosebumps. Where
good.
post them getting married, that's actually kind of beautiful. And John Williams Across the Stars is like going all the way to the last note. And I actually think that build is unreal.
Guess what? You just changed my mind. I'm striking it from my Strickens.
No,
The score has no place on my Strickens because of that theme. You're right. It's real good.
It's okay because under Dumb, I want to like give it back to you a little bit because I'm not trying to like prove you wrong or anything. I'm just saying I don't love his chase sequence music. I don't think anybody does it better, but it's just like constant.
There is a lot of that.
I'm sort of like, I wonder sometimes because some of these sequences are like 10 minutes long. They're so fun to play.
Okay.
They're
Yeah, must
really
be.
fun to play.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes I wonder, like, did some of his crew? He's like, hey, I need 10 minutes of chase sequence music and throw these leitmotifs in it, and just like, can you write that? Because
Yeah.
that is so much work.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how he does it.
Yeah.
Also, if it's to a bad movie,
Yeah.
like
yeah,
I don't know.
must be that's the rough stuff I'm talking about. Maybe.
Okay.
The last kind of rough stuff I have is the plot, the plotting. So the idea, so one thing really stuck out to me this time, which is like, okay, so there's this dart, right? This dart.
Oh
that
yeah.
Obi-Wan gets, and he brings it to, and they realize, okay, it's made by these Camino people.
Yeah.
For what reason, by the way? Why are these cloners making a specific kind of dart?
Totally.
That's
That's
stupid.
dumb. That's dumb.
So then he goes there. The dart is the way for him to get to Camino.
mm-hmm.
They have that hyper confusing conversation where Obi-Wan has no idea what is going on. That does not help the viewer at all feel engaged. And then you find out that the dart belongs to a bounty hunter
Mm-hmm.
named Jango Fett,
Mm-hmm.
who all the clones are cloned after.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Why did they choose a bounty hunter? The reason is because they had to have him be the father of Boba Fett. So
Yep.
that is a shoehorned in thing.
Yeah.
Why have they sent him out on a mission to
Yeah, yeah.
dart somebody?
Totally. He's like where he's paid handsomely. like what he's the one of the most important people,
Yes.
right? He's the guy that's being cloned, the perfect human kept so that they can keep getting his DNA or whatever. They send him out on this dumb mission.
So it makes no plot sense. It is so lazy.
Yep.
We have to figure out a way to do this, and it is just such a lazy solution. And it feels that happens over and over again in this movie for me. But that one popped for me, and so I can't name all of them, but that one is like, what? Why?
Yeah.
Why are you going out there? Now, I have something I love about Jango Fett we'll get back to in my final list.
Okay. So like along with that, like why did they go back to Owen and his girlfriend Beru and Lars the day before his mom dies? Like he showed up as she was dying.
Lazy.
Like how did that even happen? Like what if he came back 2 days earlier or a week earlier?
Now, this isn't a complaint that I have like other people have about Star Wars, which is how come they landed in just the right place on the planet?
Oh,
I
right,
can
right,
forgive
right.
that, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of that I've heard some people say it's the Force, right? The Force
sure.
needed them there.
Sure, got it. Yeah, that's actually a good explanation. That's good.
This isn't that. This is lazy writing and lazy plotting. And it drives me crazy about this movie.
Oh, also, Dark Matter guy Owen meets C-3PO? And then
No,
when he
they
buys him,
Oh, yeah.
like he
Wait,
buys him,
he bought him.
He buys him movies later, and he doesn't remember that.
And then they introduce C-3PO to somebody he should know. I can't remember who it was. But it's like, come on.
Wait, well, Darth Vader. I mean, no, but seriously though, Owen buys with Luke C-3PO and
I see what you mean.
R2-D2.
I see what you mean.
At the
He
beginning of
should
episode 4.
recognize 3PO.
Yes,
He's got the same name.
yes, and C-3PO.
You used to own this guy.
Yeah, dude.
You're
Right? Like
Yes, that's it. That sucks.
that's super dumb.
Super dumb. Okay,
I
what
like-
else do you have on your rough stuff list? We're probably going to have to go through these things quick.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
The rest of the things I love, I can just
Okay,
name
cool.
off.
Yeah, I can read these off. But
Okay.
I think the fact that Owen meets C-3PO, owns C-3PO for a while.
owns C-3PO and then meets him again in episode 4 and does not recognize him, the same robot with the same name.
Right. He
Same
speaks
personality.
Bocce, same as load lifters, right? And then C-3PO doesn't remember that. He's
Yep.
in the same place
Dumb.
where he gets
Yeah.
his oil bath. Okay.
Yeah.
I promise I'm not copying on anybody on that. I literally thought of that last night, and I was like, this is so dumb.
I believe you.
Okay. Okay. Clones look like Matrix, except Matrix looks way better.
Yep.
Owen and Beru met C-3PO. Dumb. He's holding me back.
Mm-hmm.
No lightsaber face glow.
They try a little bit, I was noticing, but
they
when
did.
everything is completely dark, their lightsabers should be lighting up the room like they do in
Right.
Force Awakens. Yep.
There's some
It's so
face
much
glow,
better.
but not enough.
Not enough.
Aaron, she would never go to him after all the stuff he did and all those creepy looks.
Yep.
Isla says, "Get over it. She doesn't like you." And then I have a list of things I love.
Okay. I have 3 more things, and I'll just list them.
Great.
Seismic charge.
Yep, it's on my list. I love that sonic boom. So cool.
Really something I had never seen or heard before in a movie, I felt like.
Agree.
Where everything gets sucked out, you get a moment of silence, and then there's like, whomp, that trombone,
Yep.
right?
Cool as heck.
Coolest thing in the movie.
Yep. I wrote that.
2 more things. I like that one of the names of the younglings is Liam. I don't know why I like that, but I just did. I thought that
cool.
was cute. And then I like Watto's little hat. You know Watto's little hat? He's got a little metal hat now. You know
Oh,
Watto,
yeah.
this guy? He's older
Yeah.
now. And he's...
Annie, you've really grown up. Oh, a
You've really
Jedi.
grown up, Annie. I like his little hat.
Yeah.
Okay,
Aw.
so those are the last things that I like. And
Okay.
I'm the jury is out on whether I like Yoda fighting with his lightsaber.
Okay.
Another
I-
idea I like that I'm not quite sure I love in execution.
I told the girls right before that happened, this is still one of my favorite things in Star Wars.
Okay.
I
Yep,
love
and I can see that.
Yoda. I friggin' love it. I
Okay.
remember viscerally
Mm.
being in that theater, and they were like, the Force, like clearly our Force, our knowledge of the Force, we can't win.
Mm-hmm.
We have to show our skills at a lightsaber, and we're like, oh no, it's Yoda. And then he goes, hero Yoda stance, and he grabs his lightsaber. Dude, that is legitimately incredible. I friggin' love it.
Okay. Great.
I love it.
That's awesome. I do like the moment where then at the end he picks his cane up again and hobbles off.
Me too.
That's great.
Me too.
Yep.
Yep. It's like his last hurrah of battle.
Yeah, I don't think he ever fights lightsaber again in his little life. Now he does in the third one. He uses the Force and fights, which I like.
Okay.
In the third one,
And now I can't remember it.
he spins those things, those things from the sand,
Oh, yeah. Actually, I like that. Yeah.
and he throws them at the Emperor. I prefer that to the lightsaber for some reason because I always
Mhm.
liked the fact that Yoda's power is not fighting; it's Force.
Yeah.
Maybe that's
Absolutely.
where I bump up against it a little bit. Still, you can't deny that it's pretty cool. He's got a little green lightsaber and he's fighting Dookie.
Yeah. I mean, I love this idea that like a 700, 800, 900-year-old,
Mm-hmm.
you're like, oh, he doesn't do lightsabers, but then he whoops A. Like he's
Because
still
he
got it.
must, he must at some point have learned how to
Yeah.
become an expert at that. That's part of becoming a Jedi, and so you get to see a little hint of the past Jedi that he was,
Mm-hmm.
and that is cool. Okay, I like it. I like it.
Love.
All right.
Great. Oh, so we're on time, or we're probably out of time. But I have still a list of things I love, and one thing that I thought was stupid, and I think we can punt those to the results show.
You know, I love content for the result show before we get there, so I agree. Let's stop here.
I'm not gonna move this paper, dude. I actually look at this. This is all a page of stuff that I love that we didn't talk about.
Okay, great. I can't wait to hear that list.
Here it is. Wait for the results show, and then here's my insert for the other show we're gonna do now.
All right, Nation. I don't know. I was just going to say, don't let our episode sway you one way or the other, but people do that all the time. Whatever you need to do, we want to know, is Star Wars Episode 2, yes, these words are going to come out of my mouth, Attack of the Clones, a perfect movie? That's what we want to know. Go to Instagram.com/2gomers. That's where our poll is going to be put up by Lindsay in the next couple days. We want to hear yes or no. And we love also to hear your comments about how you feel about the movie. So let us know, is Star Wars Episode 2 Attack of the Clones a perfect movie? Thank you to our webmaster, Adam, Jason for our graphics, Davis for our music, Lindsay, our social media maestro. Our next movie, aforementioned, as we continue on in our year of the sequel, Back to the Future, Part 2. Does that have a Roman numeral? I guess it does, but it
I
has
think
a
it
part.
does. Yes.
So it's part 2 slashes, right? 2
Mm.
eyes, part 2. I think that's
Yeah.
what it is. So Back to the Future Part 2. It's gonna be amazing. I can't wait.
Sweet.
We're gonna convert Biff
Mm.
with his
Love
own
it.
movie.
Yep.
All right, dude. That was a great up.
Super fun, man.
Happy. Oh, sorry. I tripped up there. And happy watching Back to the Future Part 2.
All right, let's clap. 1, 2, 3, clap.
Clap. 1, 2, 3, clap.
Clap. All right, 1, 2, 3, stop. Great. So fun, dude.
Sweet. That was really fun and really easy.
Yeah, that was honestly so fun, dude.
Yep.
Neat. I'm bouncing
So-
that real quick. Let's do this quick insert and then we can be done.
Okay, great. Go ahead. Okay. So what are we doing?
Hold Okay, just a I'm gonna have to open the file.
Okay.
So basically what I forgot is kind of like my practical way of starting to practice this.
Okay.
And so like I listened through, it's way better than I thought it was.
Great.
But the thing that I didn't say that I was like, I said more than I thought actually, but is
Okay.
that what I'm secure in.
Okay.
So because dude, you do this thing that's so good that
Uh-huh.
then we riff on, which is being secure means you're, or what did you say? Being
Assumes
secure
that there's something to secure yourself
assumes that there's somebody else or something else,
to. Mm-hmm.
and that's genius.
Okay.
But I never really describe that. And
Okay.
this page, which is, so I wrote out this thing that is what I'm secure in.
Okay. Great.
So it's just like a minute, and it's going to be basically me exhorting. It's like, so hold on, where did I hear it? I said, wait, hold on 1 second. Okay, so I say, it's like we talked about in the last episode about the religion treadmill.
Okay. Yeah.
And then you say, yeah.
Okay.
And then basically say, and then I say, what I do in the episode, I say, so